Okay, Keith, I'm going to unmute you again. Let me just do that here. And Keith, we're going to go through these fairly quickly. We've got three technologies each that we just want to outline here, and Keith's going to kickstart this for us. Keith, can you take us from here?
Thanks, Peter. My first choice is this aggregator called paper.li. I found it and was very excited by it. I do have a Twitter account, which is my birth date, which is 520507, to try and show that really old people can do this stuff. And what I discovered using Twitter was that I'm never going to watch it minute by minute, but I am interested in what happens each day, because I decided to follow 500 of the world's leading educational technologists. I felt reasonably at the end of each day, if paper.li could aggregate for me all the feeds that were so important, I could follow them up at a time of my choice rather than breaking up my day with every individual feed. So at the moment, when I wake up here in rural New South Wales, I have a feed at 6:30 a.m. from paper.li, which is my daily newspaper called Clyde Street Daily, and I can then choose which stories to follow. If you go to the next slide, Peter. And what I'm hoping to do with paper.li is also, if people wanted to connect to that paper, which means they have a second level of sharing. Why I've chosen this one as my first one is that it really emphasizes aggregation and curation. And Peter, the next slide I think has its features in responsive design terms.
Yep, we're there.
So here in rural New South Wales, the bandwidth is so slow that it's coming through like a fuzzy picture. But my idea is that if we are going to use a variety of devices, whether it's a desktop, a laptop, a touchpad, or a smartphone or Android, whatever, if paper.li can adapt to where you're reading it, it saves a lot of time trying to size and resize screens. So, Peter, that's my first suggestion, and it brings together Twitter and an aggregator that the reader can use when they choose. And by following particular kinds of people, you can get particular kinds of feed to support your professional development.